place and it's kind of a simulation. So this is the very first time this happened on this machine. But you would see a history. And in the history, you would also see how it was resolved. So once they resolve it, you would basically mark that as resolved, and you'll see that as resolved. So what I'm going to do is log out up here and log in as another user. I'm going to log out here. Let me log in as sysadmin so I can show you the admin screen also. So I'm going to go into temperature tracking, the same notification report. And if I look at it, David is saying this command. So the system admin is going to post this. It could be anyone, but I'm just going to post this as system admin. And so this is the conversation that takes place. All of this gets synced up with email and SMS. Anyone makes a comment, it always sends it out. And then once it's resolved, so let's say I restored the power using the backup. So I can make a comment and say, okay, I've restored it. It should be back up in a couple of minutes. So the only way this notification will get reset is if the temperature actually comes down and stays back down within the threshold, the lower and the higher threshold. So let's go back into the dashboard again. So if we look at it, so it's gone up here. So this is when we created the notification because it's been 1 minute. And then if you look at this, it stayed out of range for more than a minute. It stayed out of range for like 3 minutes here. So when that happens, there is no intervals that you can set. The first interval is basically the notification. So one group gets the notification, and then you can basically set up another interval, that's the escalation interval. And you can send it to the same group, so the same group gets another SMS and says, you guys need to take a look. Or you can actually set up a different group, maybe with some additional people, and basically it goes and escalates. So if we now go and look at the notification reports, so there's an escalation group, and if you look at the details here, so there's an escalation time too. So basically it keeps track of when it started off with this notification process and when it escalated. So let's go. I'm going to go back to the main view. So if I go back here, and we're going to look at the chart. So the way we have set up this demo is it goes out of bounds for a couple of minutes, 3-4 minutes, and then it comes back in. So when it comes back in, the logic is the same again. It waits for the notification interval, and once it sees that the temperature is back within the range, and it's stayed like that it is for a minute, that's when it resets this notification. And basically that's the only way you can really reset a notification. It's automatic. You can make comments in there. So let's say a tag is not working or something like that. You can pretty much make comments, and then it gets closed when the tag gets fixed. But it's all automated. So if somebody goes and fixes the power or some other action, as soon as that action is complete, it goes and resets these notifications. So do you have any questions on what you've seen so far?
No, sir. I guess the only thing with the, well, I said no, but seems like some of the other temperature monitoring systems that I've looked at use temperature, thermostats that are embedded in like glycol or something, and it seems like you guys are kind of algorithmically determining when, after a certain number of minutes, when it's out of range. But I guess I've seen these other, it's sort of low tech. They embed these thermostats in this glycol solution, and so it's much slower to change the temperature. Can you speak to that at all?
Yeah, maybe Chris, you want to jump in and address that?
Yeah, to your point down, the refrigerator itself, or each device that you're looking to monitor temperature, will have a tag, is what we call it. Pretty much like when you're tagging an asset, we'll apply like a little device that will go on the asset that you're looking to tag. Same concept with the refrigerator, for example. They'll have a temperature tag. So same idea where we run a cable inside the fridge, and then it has a probe that will go in the glycol. So from there, instead of having to manually look at the temperature or anything along those lines, we automatically get that data put to our server, and that's how we monitor it through the application.
Okay. Thank you.
These probes also have audio alarm for the door being open. So that can be configured on the tag itself. So you have the system notifying you, and you also have a small audio alarm if the door is ajar. So that's configurable.
Okay. Sounds good.
And so some of these probes have two temperatures there, so you could put it at the top of the refrigerator and the bottom of the refrigerator, and we track both of them. So if either of the temperatures goes out of bounds, we report that, and you'll get a notification when either especially if it's a larger refrigerator, you'll get a notification even if a section of the refrigerator is out of bounds for temperature.
Okay.
So good news. Do you guys have any other comments on the temperature tracking?
I was just going to add that, to Dave's question, and what he's seeing here is the presentation layer